Hello there, Internet. Version 2 here with Let's Play Dark Souls Remastered. Today is going to be the final episode, as we have all 4 of the Lord Soul things, some of them like small bits of them, but some of them full ones, to head down with Squidward Dickface and go down further and do all of that. But before we go down there is a couple things to clear up. Stop snoring, you lad. While there is multiple things that we could do, while there's like a lot, there are only going to be certain things I'm going to do. One thing is, like, I could go and kill the dragon at Ash Lake, the Hydra. I'm not going to bother doing that. Couple items people have wanted me to get. I'm not going to bother. Like, they're items and it's like, I'm going to use this and things like that. There are certain things, though, that we're definitely going to do. First one involves you. We're going to go over this way because I've been told there's 2 things I can do. And they matter for the purposes of, well, where I've been playing the game. And then there's one thing which, fuck, I didn't get this ready. Shit, I'll find a way to look it up. There's an important bit of dialogue that we missed, because of the way that we played the game, that I'm going to find on YouTube and put into this. So we have that as well. I'm sure everyone knows exactly what I mean. There we go. All cleared off. Okay, so our first stop is this.
You.
Hello.
Give me warm. Give me soft.
Hello. Hi. So, I've been told to leave the sunlight magnet with you. I've been told to quit out of the game and load back in. Apparently that's how this thing works. I don't get it either. It's almost like Dark Souls is like weird and obtuse to a needless degree sometimes. I'm hoping this works. I was told this like a week ago, so I don't know if I've got it exactly right. People had told me to go get this. There's a thing I missed in Sensible Twist. There it is.
You.
It worked.
Give me warm. Give me soft.
I gave you warm and gave you soft. That's why this is sitting here. Old Witch's Ring! One of the things I could have started the game with. And if I did, it would have made certain parts of the game better. But it works out that we've got it at the end of the game. An old ring with no known use. Old ring from an old witch, engraved minutely with indecipherable script, but seemingly useless. But, as it turns out, not useless at all, in fact. In fact, there is a very, very, very specific use that it has. A very important one. We're just gonna go back to Firelink. We'll just skip the cutscene, or we'll just skip the loading time. And skip this. Hey, what's up? Okay, how do I fall down without dying here? I don't want to fall into that, is the main thing. Or should I just walk back? Fall down, like, a more sensible way. I don't want to fall into where, like, the end of the game is, which is down, you know, there. So I want to avoid that if possible. Way, light shining through. Let's fall here. Totally safe. Should you stop snoring? God, you're loud. Whee! Well, that was something that walked past. Okay. So we're gonna go to here. Hey, person wearing armor. I'm going to equip that ring, if I can remember how to. Go over to here. Equip the old witch's ring, shall we? And let us head once again to the best spot in the game. The Daughter of Chaos. To the Daughter of Chaos. Yeah, old witch's ring was one of the starting things. But it said little use. Or I think it just, I don't even know if the beginning gave me descriptions of things. But, hello.
Quaylag, my dear sister.
We can hear her talk. That's what the old witch's ring does. We can hear her talk.
Quaylag, what is it?
You don't know that your sister's dead?
Goodbye, Quaylag.
Or do you think that I'm Quelaag because I have the ring? That's fucked up. Are you blind?
Oh, my dear sister.
Oh, this is fucked up.
Mind me. It does not hurt terribly.
Yeah, I think like you look not as well as the other one at all.
Quelaag, my dear sister. The eggs. It hurts. They've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister.
Jesus Christ.
I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself.
You're blind as shit, aren't you?
I'll be but that
Jesus. Hence covenant already belong to this covenant. Of humanity, no humanity. Yeah, I forget you're a firekeeper.
Quelaag, do be safe.
Okay. Well, time to do the important thing. Go into here. Humanity is no longer required. So, let's just use 8 of these. Boom! And then go over to here. And let us use, like, what do we need for this? What do I just use? I need 14 of you. 14! There we go! 30!
Quelaag.
Offer humanity. What if I start by offering 1? Do we get different dialogue depending on how many, like... Humanity! Covenant's religion deeper. Okay, okay. Go up to 9. What do we do 9? There it is.
Thank you, Quelaag.
Rank gained. Oh, yeah.
I'll be but
No new dialogue, though. Okay. Offer more humanity. Offer another 10. Let's see what this does. So yeah, like the whole purpose of Quelaag being down here was to gather humanity for her sister to help her sister. That seems to be what it's saying. Boom. Pyromancy, Chaos Storm.
thank you, Quelaag.
Rank gained. Oh yeah.
I'll be but
Okay.
goodbye, Quelaag. Do be safe.
Oh, that's the whole point of the ring, is just to talk to her. Make her think that you're Quelaag. It's weird.
You speak the tongue of the fair lady?
Kinda.
Well, do not be rash with your pride. I've yet to earn...
I just gave her 30 humanity.
Anything funny with the fair lady, there will be hell to pay.
I just gave her 30 humanity.
There is nothing to say to you, except you should...
Why is it? Okay. So no extra dialogue. I got the Chaos Storm though. Apparently the door somewhere also opens up. The whole thing with Solaire. Apparently that door opens when you do enough, like, humanity or something. People were telling me that. That's the way that you save Solaire, is by doing enough humanity that this door down here opens. At least I think it's down here. Was it down here? I don't even remember. Somewhere down here, that door that led to where Solaire ate shit and died. Yeah, apparently that opens when you do that. I thought it was the thing at the end of the hallway that people were talking about, and then they're just like, no, it's where Solaire died. And it's like, oh. Because apparently, if you go down that way and grab, and like, that door's open, if you grab the Sunlight Maggot before he gets to it, which you can only do by going down through that pathway, because otherwise, well, he beats you there, because Solaire beats you everywhere. Yeah, that's still fucking weird. Dead end. That's still weird that that's a thing. And yeah, and you grab it, he just gets there, and he's upset that he can't find his own son, and he kind of is upset about it, but he doesn't hollow out, because he still has a purpose, and he's still looking for it. So hey, that's the main thing. Also, Pyromancy, Chaos Storm, and also we spoke to her a little bit. Chaos Storm. Art of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfed the Witch of Islith and her daughters. Erect localized chaos fire pillars. The Witch of Islith, in an ambitious attempt to copy the first flame, created instead the Flame of Chaos, a twisted bed of life. So it's just Fire Tempest, but uses 2 slots and leaves lava behind, basically. Alright, whooping again. Back to Firelink. There is still a thing to do. I can't do it in game because we messed up, but the 4 kings down there in the abyss, we can find a second Squidward dick. The Squidward dick appears there if you don't talk to this one and go down and like put the Lordvessel there when you do that, which feels really delayed. Like you have to go through a lot and then not offer that to him. Also, I was working it out. It's impossible to have the thing with the second Squidward dick down where the 4 kings are. And to also have the cutscene with Sith where he recognizes you. Because to be able to do the DLC, you have to be able to enter the Duke's archives. Because that's where the pendant is. Which has the piss filter. Which to remove the piss filter, you need to place the Lordvessel on the thing, which required talking to him and going down there and doing that. Which means to get that cutscene with Sith, you have to miss out on second Squidward dick. So I'm glad I missed out on second Squidward dick, because that scene with Sith was fucking heart-crushing and an awesome moment. But for the purposes of apparently it's super important, someone linked it to me and I've completely lost what the link was because I have not saved it to my favorites list. I'm pretty sure that I haven't. I super haven't. All right. 4 kings, primordial serpent. Primordial serpent. I can't spell for shit. That. Search for it. YouTube. What do you mean there's no results? And now you're saying there's results. Okay. Is that Darkstalker Kaathe thing? The thing that I thought that was their name? Is that it? I feel like that's it. Darkstalker Kaathe questline, Dark Souls 1 HD, no commentary by Cat5150. Alright, apparently we just need to like watch this. Apparently it's super important. I don't know if this is the exact one that people were linking me to. But hey, we're gonna watch that. I'm gonna try and cut it into the video, but hey, if you hear an echo of me listening to it here, I apologize. Go away, ad for Subway. No one cares about you. Fall in love with smoked leg ham and seeded mustard. Okay, Darkstalker Kaathe is found in the abyss after defeating the 4 kings. Oh, here we go. I apologize if you can hear it twice. Darkstalker Kaathe.
I can guide thee.
May turn down a little bit on my end because it is pretty loud. I apologize if you can hear it twice, but hey.
Is this not your wish? To know the truth of men and the undead?
Okay, what's the deal? Say yes, Cad. You said no. Cad said no.
Very well. Warriors as yourself are few. I will be
Did you fuck up already?
But I cannot wait forever. What is it?
Oh, you're just, okay, you're doing it again.
Changed your mind.
Come on, Cad. Let's learn the truth together. Thank you, Cad, for letting me use your video. Not that I asked you.
Prove you must that the truth becomes you. Seek Anolondo.
Seek Anolondo. I did that a long time ago.
Winds El, the Lordvessel.
So I got the Lordvessel before I did the 4 kings. 4 kings was one of the last things I did in the game.
Show the world that the truth becomes you.
Okay, so that's like the dialogue if you don't have the Lordvessel already?
Is premature.
So, okay, so he won't even tell you anything if you don't have the Lordvessel, okay. This better be good, this is like an 8-minute video.
Go on.
I apologize for everyone doing this. What fucking armor
If you wish, I shall grant the art of life drain.
Life drain?
The legendary power of the Dark Lord.
What?
You can preserve your humanity while undead and cast off the
What?
shackles
Preserve humanity while
placed upon
undead?
your brethren.
Huh? Okay, after acquiring the Lordvessel, okay. What do we got?
You are astonishing. The truth I shall share without sentiment. After the advent of fire, the ancient lords found the 3 souls.
We know that from the beginning of the game, yeah.
Found a 4th.
We also saw that at the beginning. Was it the pygmy?
Soul. Your ancestor claimed the dark souls and waited for fire to subside. And soon the flames did fade, and only dark remained. Thus began the Age of Men, the Age of Dark.
Did that happen? Didn't feel like it's happened.
Lord Gwyn trembled at the dark, clinging to his Age of Fire, and in dire fear of humans, and the Dark Lord who would one day be born amongst them. Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature by sacrificing himself to link
yeah, so this
the
is when he
fire,
links the fire to
and
stop the Age of
commanding
Dark.
his children to shepherd the humans. Gwyn has blurred
The
your
thing is, having
past
played Dark Souls
to
3,
prevent
it's like the
birth
whole nature of
of
linking the
Dark
fire isn't a
Lord.
surprise.
I am the primordial serpent. I seek to right the wrongs of the past, to discover our true Lord. But the other serpent, Framt, lost his sense and befriended Lord Gwyn.
So you're just 2 things that
Undead
existed
warrior,
before time that are fucking with
we
history.
stand at a crossroads. Only I know the truth about your fate. You must destroy the fading Lord Gwyn, who has coddled fire and resisted nature, and become the 4th Lord, so that you may usher in an Age of Dark. Very well.
Cat says
I
yes.
shall now guide you to Gwyn's prison. Be still.
Which is the same place, I'm gonna guess.
And trust thine flesh to me.
He does the whole eating thing, yeah. Nom 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 nom. So like, okay, so Darkstalker Kaathe has a whole thing about just like, no, fuck linking the fire. Like, kill Gwyn, let the fire die out, usher in an Age of Dark, become the Dark Lord and everything.
This is Gwyn.
Because like, it's the
Now,
right of man because
place the
it's because of
Lordvessel
Gwyn that he
upon the
didn't
altar.
do it. The problem is, okay, before placing Lordvessel, yeah,
What
there's
is it?
more dialogue down there. Not mine. Should I worry about? I've already paused the video, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna skim it just yeah, he tells you about who it all is. Okay, and he just takes you back. Okay. He doesn't say, yeah, yeah, it doesn't seem to be, no, okay, okay. Yeah, he just tells you to, okay. So his whole thing is basically just, yo, it's the right of man to overtake. Don't go and link the fire the way Framt has been telling you to. Kill Gwyn and just let the fire fucking die out, usher in an Age of Dark. Because Gwyn's resisted nature. The thing is, though, the thing is, we've seen 2 places where the dark has spread a lot with the Abyss. Neither of them good. We saw what the fuck happened to Ursil. We saw what the fuck happened to New Londo. And you have that cutscene at the end of New Londo. A place where the place had to be flooded to stop, like, the horrible, wretched masses of everything that were coming out of that fucking place. Shit doesn't seem good when dark spreads. I mean, this is the state of the world in the world of fire. I mean, everything's fading here, but, like, and falling apart a little bit. But still, like, I mean, I get the whole point. It's like, neither option's really that good, but hey. I like having played Dark Souls 3, like, Age of Dark is coming, link the fire, please do it, please for the love of God do it. We've done it 100 times before and it's never worked, please do it again. It's kind of the whole point of that game, so none of it's a surprise to me. But, like, knowing an Age of Dark is really a thing in this game, I can understand not knowing that without Darkstalker Kaathe. Also, what the linking of the fire is. Also, can totally understand. Buddy. Buddy. Oi. Oi. Oi.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're still snoring.
Wide awake.
Wake up.
Treat me like an old withering snake.
Then wake the fuck up. Sup, buddy? Hello.
I am pleased to see you well.
Sup?
Is it something urgent?
Yeah. Take me down there.
Farewell.
Or do I just warp from here? Was there a thing down here? Is there a thing down here to do that? Was that one of the warp spots? I don't think so. No. Yo! Buddy! Take me down there. Was that an option on that list and I just missed it? It was feeding chunks. Oh, warp is there.
Well.
Okay, no, warp's there. Warp is there, never mind, I missed it. I'm an idiot. So that's the thing, and also, like, playing through, like, if you didn't know about the later games and everything, what the linking of the fire entails and what it means, yeah, there's no way you'd know about it. Because linking of the fire involves setting yourself on fire. And I know that because of the later games. Specifically Dark Souls 3. Which I now have, by the way. Hey, thanks Ashlyn, she bought it for me for Christmas. Because we're going to play Strip Dark Souls 3 together. Which basically means I'm going to be naked while she's fully clothed. In fact, she's probably going to be having added on clothes. You know, whole side thing.
Is it something urgent?
No, I'm not recording that as an LP, you sick fucks.
Farewell, Chosen.
Something I'd totally do, but you know what? She's already had enough dickheads harassing her. She doesn't need more. Let's just offer up souls to the Lordvessel, shall we? Whoa! That's one hell of a fire. It's the biggest bonfire we've made in the game. Look at it. It's the end of Jak and Daxter 1! A precursor legacy! It's like you got knocked over on your ass from it. Yo, have you got anything more to say about it? What is your tentacle doing?
Oh.
Okay, don't use your head, I guess.
Magnificent. You are the righteous successor to Gwyn, the new great lord, and I am Kingseeker no more. Your acquaintance was an honor. I must admit, I am fond of you humans. May you enjoy serendipity, and may the age of fire perpetuate.
Alright. Onwards we go! Oh yeah, someone else is gonna come finish the game with us. Oh, did you have the scythe? Nah, it's a helmet, I think. Oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting it to look like past here. Huh. Well, I'm already seeing... Oh, okay. Okay. We've got people coming up here. Should I put my shields? Hi! Hi! Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you real? What is this? What is happening? What is this eternal whiteness that we've got here with ghosts of knights walking through? What the fuck's... Okay. Okay. That's incredibly... Like, this doesn't make sense as a thing in this game, right? Like, what is happening here? Is this us warping from there, like, here? We warping somewhere different? Whoa. Whoa. Kiln of the first flame. Need hope. Here. So this is a place that got fucking rocked at some point? Look at this shit. Jesus Christ. It's like a full-on fucking kiln, you can tell, because like you can see, like, that's what... How big was the first flame? I'm curious. If this entire thing's the kiln, it looks like it has walls of being a kiln. Also, can't help but notice everything has got things shooting out of the side of it. Like that. And everything here is ash. Like this was all on fire and fucking rocked shit super hard. How much can I explore here? A bit. Not a great deal, but a little bit. Oh, look at the sky. I'm thinking more and more that that whiteness there is transporting somewhere, because unless we went really far down when he dragged us down, you don't see this any fucking where from up the top there at Firelink Shrine. Oh, hi. Is that okay? Are you real or not? Are you a real one or not? Yeah, everything looks like it was burnt sideways, and this kiln is fucking huge. How big was this fire? That's gonna be an I did it message. Hello. Okay, we got multiple. We got multiple little enemies. Hello. Hi. Are you just playing our Silver Knights? Yeah, you are. Okay. Interesting. Oh, fuck it. Man, I do not do much damage to these fucking to these fuckers with this weapon. Ow! Fuck you. I didn't rest at the Lordvessel, did I? Oops, no, it's fine. We're not far away from it, so it's fine. Alright. Man, it's a pain in the ass with a shit weapon. There it is! Hell yeah. I should just backstab all of them. Whoa! Black Knight sword and just immediately a fucking Titanite chunk? Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Let me read the Black Knight sword. So he's a Black Knight, a Silver Knight. Great sword of the Black Knights who wander Lordvessel, used to face chaos demons. The large motion that puts the weight of the body into the attack reflects the great size of their adversaries. Long ago. So these were a bunch of people who went with Gwyn and got burnt to shit. So the Black Knight, wait, weakness, eliminating one at a time. I'm surprised you can write that as a message. I'm just waiting for one to come out from the side somewhere or something. Fair. Final area in the game being filled with Black Knights. Makes sense. Thematically and just enemy-wise. Boom! Hell yeah. This weapon has extra critical damage, and I completely forgot that when I first started attacking you. Rah! Yeah, but stab though. Hey! Red Titanite. Okay. They're just giving us chunks. Go to the final boss with the best fucking things you can have. Alright, okay. So I was thinking, if Gwyn linked the fire, okay, burnt the fuck up the shit, how is he still here? That part I'm confused by. Because I mean, like Kaathe said in the thing that I cheated to read, that we have to go eliminate Gwyn. Be wary of Full. Okay. I can see needing to be wary of Full. Jesus Christ. Was that burnt away too? What was built here? Was this built here, like, after the fire was dying? Like, because everything, like, here looks like it was built here, but then was burnt to shit at some point. But it also looks like with the outside structures, it was meant... The fire was meant to go that far at some point? I don't know, but... Yeah, something like that, I guess. You can hear the winds. I appreciate that. Okay. Ooh, we got items. I mainly just want to be somewhere where I can fight you relatively safely. Boom! Kick you off the edge. Go! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Nice. How'd you not die? There it is! Oh, the Black Knight set. Okay, that's cool. You can get that right at the end. I'm still gonna keep on my silver helmet. No, this is the right thing I was looking at. Alright, where's the Black Knight stuff? Black Knight helm. The knights followed Lord Gwyn when he departed to link the fire, but they were burned to ashes in the newly kindled flame, wandering the world as disembodied spirits ever after. Followed and pursued. One of them says pursued. Weird. Okay. So some Black Knights were people who became Black Knights fighting the demons, and the Witch of Islip and everything. Some Black Knights were ones who were burned here when the fire was linked. Okay, so between this looking like a burnt as fuck area and that saying they had they were consumed by the first flame when you link the fire, you can kind of get a hint that linking the first flame means a big fucking fire. Speaking of a big fucking fire, oh! I don't even know if people watching this will get it at the time of it going up, but it's fine. Huh. Is that it there? Is that just Gwyn? Can I just see Gwyn from here? Yeah, I totally can. Hi, Gwyn! Hello? Can you snipe him from outside the arena? Oh, that would be fucking hilarious if you can defeat the final boss just before you even enter the fucking arena. That'd be hilarious. Oh, man. Fucking... They've all got different weapons, too. Or at least there's a large variety of weapons that the Black Knights here have. Hello. Damn it. There we go. See ya. Bye, buddy. White Titanite chunks. So just a bunch of chunks. This place does look fucking jacked as shit, though, doesn't it? And you've got the halberd. There's a wow. Ow. 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 There's a lot of fucking weapon types that the Black Knights have. This end gauntlet is just all of them. There it is. Not much of a boss run. I mean, it shouldn't be. It's the final one, but still. Well, there's a couple enemies here, but you can probably run past all of those. Bye. Blue Titanite chunk. What's this here? Praise the sun. Okay. What sun? What sun? Dare I ask? Okay. Imminent exchange. I'll try this for the time being. Bravery! Alright. Alright, Gwyn. Wow, no cutscene. Wow, no cutscene! He's just here. Whoa! Guess who forgot they didn't have their shield out. Jesus. Okay, I change over to your fucking shields. Christ. I need to heal desperately. Shit, okay. Hi, Gwyn. Wow, this music though. Wow, this music though. Holy shit. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, Jesus! Christ, okay. Okay, hi Gwyn. Well, I guess it's similar ending to Bloodborne in this, where it's just like your final fight is indeed a human fight. It's like a better human. Ow! 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 Good God, okay. You're rough, damn. This sword is so fucking huge. Good God! I feel like I need the great sight for this. Wow, this music track though. Also, I'm noticing it says Lord of Cinder. It's not saying Lord of Sunlight. It's Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. I guess at this point that's all he is. It's burnt away enough that that's all he is now. As seriously, I'm doing absolutely fucking damage to him with this thing. I feel like this weapon sucks for this. Oh, I wonder, like, the weapons I like the most, that's the one I wanted to use last. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll use the scythe. Hi. Damn. He kind of kicked my ass. I do have pyromancy. It'd be kind of fitting to take more with pyromancy. But I am going to change over to the side. Damn it, I wanted to end the game with the weapons I like the most, but the weapon that's the most functional, and I guess the one I use for most of the playthrough, makes more sense. No cutscene at all, just sad music. Damn. It's weird, everything everything that Kaathe talks about being just Like, oh, you gotta kill Gwyn and take over the real reigns of humanity and everything like that. But then you get to Gwyn and it's meant to be just... It's sad. Which, like I can kind of understand why it's sad for Gwyn. Because, like, Gwyn is someone who, like, he believes in the Age of Fire. He wants it to prosper. So he sacrificed himself to do it. To, like, keep it going. I mean, like, he definitely sacrificed himself. He definitely did. He's super... I don't know if he's dead right now, but whatever the hell he is now is not what he was before. His title's literally different, too. Like, his title is Lord of Cinder, not Lord of Sunlight. Which is an interesting distinction, but hey. I guess because he's just ruling over the bonfire now. A bonfire that barely exists. Just with a massive army of people chasing me. Ah, dodge all your shit. Alright, and in we go. That counts as a boss run. There we go. And attacking through the walls. Hi, Gwyn. Hello. Hi. God damn. Maybe you start the fight with that. Okay, with this I'm doing a lot of damage. And a lot easier to hit you. Okay, now, I was about to say, now it feels bad. Now I feel bad. Like, this is the big dude. This is the biggest dude. Like, this is a dude who, like, offered up multiple parts of his souls to other people. Like, the dude who, like, ran Anor Londo. Dude who had, like, multiple kids who were, like, all powerful in their own right. And now he's just here, just stuck in a pile of ash. Kind of eating shit on my giant side. Hi, Glenn. Ow. Still very powerful. Like, his attacks are doing a shitload of damage. Like, he's taking a lot of damage, but, like, I am upgraded to shit. But, I mean, like, he's not exactly a slouch. Like, look at that. He took off most of my health from healing. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Damn it. I'm having the same problem with Calamine. It's just, like, every time I fucking heal, like, in the process of healing is when I get hit again. Hi. Ow, fuck. Damn it. Shit. Oh, come on! That's for back on the one. What was that? What's the sound of hitting him? It's like rock. Doesn't sound right. God damn it. You're kicking my ass. Very much kicking my ass here. This music though. Damn it! Shit! Shit! Fuck! Like, he's not taking, like, he doesn't take that many hits, but he hits like a fucking truck. Like, he does so much damage on his attacks. I'm just having a bad time dodging. Shit. I mean, it's the final boss. I wouldn't want it to be something that I just, like, defeat on my first try instantly, but shit. The ending of this game's more haunting than anything. Like, this entire place, and then just the music. That there's no introduction on him. It's just a sad, somber ending. Which kind of makes sense with, the ending of Bloodborne's kind of that, too. Like, but in a very different way. Like, at the end of that, Gurman... Ow! Fuck you. Like, at the end of that, Gurman's trying to kill you because if you kill him, the horrible fate that he has to endure is just something that you take over. And instead, you're just like, no, I'll kill you so you can finally get some rest by being dead. Because what you're living now is, like, effectively eternal suffering. And if I kill you, then you won't be doing that anymore. And he's just like, no, this is what I've built. This is what I've built myself into, and I'm going to live with it. And I'm not going to put other people through it. Although the ending of that game is more just the prettiest location, like one of the prettiest, if not the prettiest location in that entire game. Where in this, it is in a place that is, like, ruined. I mean, like the thing with a lot of areas in this game is that they're fucking ruined, but this place is, like, very ruined. It's not the, I don't think it's the most ruined place in the game, because that probably belongs to Bullaseal. That's an entire town sinking into the fucking ground. Or New Londo, entire town flooded, but still. A hard time, like, getting away from you enough to heal. Like the time between your attacks so damn quick. Shit. Fuck. Come on. Ow. Oh fuck, I'm right in a wall. I didn't mean to attack. Move my hand on my controls to adjust my grip. And then that happens. Shit. I knew I was gonna get hit, so I tried to dink twice to make up for it, and it didn't work. Shit, man. Like, he's just so, like, after one set of attacks, he just gets to you so quickly. Like, even that, one of the ones that he has, like, has the most wind up on after. Ow, fuck. Like, even attacking him, I'm having that same issue of just not enough time to actually get the hit in. Between him going and doing shit. Shit, man. I mean, like, he is God. Like, fair enough. Fair enough. He should hit powerfully, but still, man. Ow, fuck. I keep thinking that. Shit, I don't know what to do here. Like, I don't know how to do this one. Power through it, I guess. Dude, let me kill you. I'm here to, like, do the thing that you want me to do. It is weird, because, like, I mean, like, because he wants the Age of Fire to continue, so he wants someone to link the fire after him, and yet he has had a lot of people, like in the way set up by him to stop that from happening. I guess it's because he knows he needs someone strong enough to do it. God damn it! Win! Come on, man! Come on, man! Shit, I just can't get it. I just can't get in at all. He's just so fucking fast. Shit, okay. Ah, damn it. Okay. Shit, I kind of wasn't expecting... I don't know, this is like the last, like, outside of the DLC, a lot of the last bosses I've kind of been crushing, and I don't know. Misguidedly so, I went into the final fight thinking it would be the same thing here, but I guess not. Shit. Hard for me to feel as sad for you as you want me to, Gwen, when you're kicking my ass here. Also, look at my character's ankles running on the hills like this, and look at how fucking fucked up his feet are. I'm sure it's fine. This run is still time consuming. Like, it's not huge, but it's still time consuming. It's boss run. It's part of Dark Souls. Not the worst one in the game, but still. Very annoying. Not as bad as the fucking Shadows of Yharnam run. Shadows of Yharnam run isn't even necessarily super difficult, it's just annoying. Also the fact that in Bloodborne, Shadows of Yharnam is probably the boss that gave me the most trouble in that game. Like, I don't think any boss killed me as many times in that game as Shadow of Yharnam did. Yeah, Shadow's Yharnam was probably the one that killed me the most in that game. Because by that point, I was still rocking the Hunter's Axe, which, while a fine weapon and, like, something I really like in that game, wasn't the best with, and did not work out well for a fight like that either. It's probably why I also remember that boss fight being so annoying, because I had to do it so many times. I really stick to the overhead attacks, they're faster, aren't they? And I'm thinking I should just block more stuff too. Well, not that one. Hard to block everything. He has certain attacks that he will hit for me. Seemingly the two-handed ones. There's little bits of fire coming off some of his attacks that are still, like, not necessarily like, doing massive damage, but are slightly interrupting me, sir. Thank you. Shit. Oh, come on! That went right through you. Still like that, whereas just immediate, like the earliest opportunity I had to fucking heal, and he's still, like, comboed me. Like, at least he takes a shitload of damage. Does a lot, too. Oh! I feel like I'm ruining the ending of this game by just dying to this fucker so many times. I don't know what to do for this dude, man. Like, I can't get in. Like, I feel like any response that I'm having to any of his attacks are not working out. Like, I block them and he'll knock me out of the block and then hit me again. If I try to dodge out of it, then I don't know. I don't know, I'm feeling like Calamite was a boss where every time I saw an attack, I was just like, I understood, like, what to do and then what the response was. And for this dude, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not saying this is a bad boss or anything. I'm saying I don't know how to approach it. Like, I really don't. I'm at a bit of a crossroads here of just, I don't know what to do. Nothing I'm doing seems to be working. Like, I'm basically not getting hits in without taking hits back. Shut the fuck up, computer! I don't have a response that's working at any point. Like, I'm getting hit on every point, and I'm just, I don't know. I mean, again, final boss of the game. Should kick my ass, but I don't know, it's just if I'm having that situation where I'm doing it again and again and again, and I feel like I'm not getting better. Like, I don't feel myself improving with each attempt. I feel me not understanding what to do just as much as before. Like, my response wants to be, maybe I should try the pyromancy, and then I'm just like, that sounds like a terrible idea. Huh, the boss is acting too quick for me to do my attacks properly. I know, let's do the thing that I've been using through this game that's the slowest. The thing that I used on the big heavy bosses because they were huge and I couldn't get close to them. Maybe I can just go through to doing that over and over again. Quick, draw some balls. See you. Ah, fucking! I can't caught on terrain sometimes. Running away seems to be the best option, honestly. Like, running away seems to, like, force him into attacks where I can actually respond. But I get caught on terrain while I'm doing it. That's the way. The true way to beat Dark Souls. Running away like a cow. Ow, fuck. Range. Come on, do one of the attacks that I can respond to. Come on, do it. Do it, you coward. Dude's like, I'm undead and this is boring me. Is he undead? I don't even know. Come on, do your leafy attack so you grab attack again. Oh, come on, that... How did that get me? I don't even know what happened there, really. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Oh, man. My apologies at the end of this series is this. Of me not being able to beat this fucker. God damn it. Shit. Ow. Ah, well. Like, it's just this long run here, and then that again. I don't know, it's just, I can't feel an opportunity to actually get attacks in without eating shit afterwards on most of his attacks. Like, the time between him finishing one attack and being able to do the next just feels very, very rapid that I don't know what to do. Like, at least with, fucker like Calamine, holy shit, like, he had, like, a lot of time between his attacks, because he was a giant fucking dragon. And Artorias, I could roll out of most of his attacks fine. Like rolling out of attacks for Artorias worked a lot of the time, and it doesn't feel like it's working for this fucker. Probably because his weapon is fire, so the hitboxes are larger and stay around for longer. Lawrence the First Vicar. Oh, God. Like, I've considered a bunch doing a Bloodborne LP, which is something I definitely want to do at some point. Honest to God, one of the main things that makes me not want to, like, LP that game in terms of beating every boss is fucking Lawrence the First Vicar. Good God, I hate that boss fight. Good God, it is so terrible. Hey, what if we made the first boss fight of the game again, but instead we just made all of his attacks last for like 3 seconds for hit, like the hitboxes for all these attacks last 3 seconds and parts of the ground you can't walk on. What if we just did that? Like one of the worst boss fights in the game, just make it worse. I do not like Cleric Beast, I really don't. Like, Cleric Beast is a disappointing opener to the game in terms of a boss fight, because Cleric Beast is not a great boss. This is Bloodborne, a game filled with really good bosses a lot of the fucking time, and the first boss is like one of the worst, and then you get a worse remix of that boss later on. Oh man. Well, there's a lot of really good bosses in that game. Fucking Cleric Beast is not one. That being said, Dark Souls is kind of is like. That's like kind of the reverse, but not really, because Asylum Demon's not great, not amazing either. But it's the reverse in the, oh my God, let me move. It's the reverse in the fact that this game doesn't have many great bosses. That's one thing I'm going to talk about in the credits, the fact that I don't find I think, like, this game has more terrible bosses than it has good bosses. And honestly, I don't think there's going to be a shitload of people who disagree in that regard. I don't think boss fights are a strong point of this game. Okay, no, okay, the good boss fights are strong points of this game. But, there's a lot of boss fights that are, like, weak points of this game, though. Like, some of the worst parts of this game are terrible boss fights. I'm not saying this is one. I'm just saying there's one that's giving me trouble because I'm not sure what to do the rest of the time. He's like it's not even necessarily that his attacks are difficult to dodge or anything. It's just overall he feels. Ah, fuck! I forgot about the third one. He's a boss where overall he feels unsafe to approach a lot. Like, he's a boss that's hard to get in on because of how quick he is between attacks and everything. Fuck! Fuck, my finger slipped off the block button. That's fine. Can't tell when his combos are gonna end sometimes too. Which like there's definitely times I could get in, but I don't know when. Oh god. That one's fine. Low range and a long ending lag. Which is weird, because it's not even like one of his more powerful. Like it's a command grab, but it's not like oh god. I'm annoyed that you ran through that. Absolutely no problem. Fuck! I don't know where I am. Drink twice. Yeah, I can't learn this because it's attacks. Yeah. But it matters the shit. Hey! Bye, Gwen. You put up one hell of a fight. Yeah, he's hollowed the fuck out. He's got a good look of his eyes there. He also persists for way longer than most. Holy shit. Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Where are you at? There you are. Contains an incredible power. Soul of the Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight and Cinder. Sunlight and Cinder, who linked the first flame. Lord Gwyn bequeaths most of his power to the gods and burned as cinder for the first flame. But even so, Lord Gwyn's soul is a powerful thing indeed. Fucker still had it at the end. Fucker was still powerful. Gwyn, you went through, like, you fought a war against dragons. You fought a bit of a war against a bunch of demons. You came here. You lit yourself on fire and burned to shit and burned a lot of people and grounds with you. And then you kind of were just stuck here, hollowed out, so he wasn't even in, like, a thinking state. Until the end. And you put up one hell of a fight at the end still. You did well. You did a lot to create a new successor for you to continue the Age of Fire. That being said, link the fire. I like how it's just a normal fucking bonfire. It's just, oh, you beat the boss. Here's a bonfire for you to light. Despite the fact that it's linking the fire. Be wary of Ember. Fuck yeah, be wary of Ember. Resignation ahead. Praise the sun. So if I just fucking leave, what happens? Because Kaathe's thing was kill Gwyn, let the fire fade. Which, by the way, I don't even know what, like, are these little specks around here the fire? Is this bonfire here meant to be the fire? Because there's currently no fire here. Like, if I leave, is that just I'm not linking the fire and I'm ushering in an Age of Dark? Or not? Or is that just... does this game have multiple endings? I don't even know. I assume it would, based on the fact that there's the two serpents, and one would be leaving and one would be lighting it. So what's better? An age where humans are still subjugated and ruled by the gods, whatever of them are left, but the world doesn't fall to the abyss like it did in Asylum and everything like that? or leaving, where man becomes the new king. But the abyss and everything, though. I'm not sure either. It's my main thing that I'm doing here. I'm not sure which one. I don't actually know which one I prefer. I know it doesn't matter because of the later games, but... my decision might be different if I didn't know about the future games and knowing that the Age of Dark means nothing. This will never happen. And here comes a new First Flame. Well, the same First Flame, just bigger. Man, if you didn't know item descriptions or anything, or the future games, that would be a fucking confusing as shit ending. Dark Souls Remastered. We did it! We beat Dark Souls! We beat Dark Souls, everyone! We've done it. We've done it. So... yeah, it's a good game. So you're not gonna get much more from me from that, in terms of praising it. Okay. It's hard to approach me, like, giving my thoughts on the game. Having played this, like, after parts of Dark Souls 3, but, like, knowing, like, more about Dark Souls 3 than what I've played of it, and having played Bloodborne and everything, this game is hard to compare to those. This game is rough around a lot of edges. A lot. Edges that are well and truly more polished in Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. The combat itself, the boss fights, the jankiness, level design in certain parts. But this game did come second. Didn't come first because Demons' Souls did come first, I'm aware. Like if I'm thinking about this game from when it came out, the whole thing of Dark Souls made people remember what games meant to be hard, and like, Dark Souls is a brutal, punishing, difficult... No! Bayonetta came out before this game, I think. Did it? Thought it did. May not have. Was this game like 2010 or 11? Bayo was 2009. Or 2010. I don't know. Roughly similar times though. But like, DMC4 was a thing. DMC3 and 1 were a thing. Like, especially having played this now, this game is nowhere near as hard as what people make it out to be. Now, yes, I am saying this as someone who has platinumed Bloodborne and played Dark Souls 3, so I have experience with this type of thing. Like, with this type of game. But, like, it is not the most brutal, hard, punishing thing ever. No. Like, even Calamite, a boss that gave me a lot of trouble, hardest fight in the game, also my favorite, was 2 hours. There's a bunch of other things in other games that came out like at roughly the same time as this or before this that I would have tried to do for longer than 2 hours. And there's a lot of parts of this game that are like nowhere near as difficult. I think part of what, it's a whole thought process of also the whole Souls mechanic of like when you die they appear in the ground. A lot of what makes this game feel hard, what makes this game feel punishing, isn't necessarily the fact that it is incredibly difficult, but its presentation of its difficulty does drive home failure a lot more than other things. In some aspects, by making things easier on you. Again, soul, like, people think of just, if you die, you'll lose all the souls that you acquired, and you die again, and that's it, they're gone forever, as a super punishing, brutal mechanic. And it is not. It is a grace. Because in so many games, RPG and otherwise, or things like that, you die, you lose all your progress. All of it. All the progress that you obtained leading up to that point before you died, you lose all of it. But the fact that you can possibly regain it makes that loss feel greater. Because you lose it, you know you have a fleeting chance of getting it, and then it's gone again. Makes it feel way more punishing in that regard. I'm just gonna skip this open cutscene. Hey, we're now awake in Northern Undead Asylum, just as this now, with all of my armor and New Game Plus activated. So I'm just gonna stare at this while I talk about my thoughts. So yeah, like that whole aspect of losing souls makes death feel a lot more like a punishment. Because it's not just, oh, you die, it's reverted your save back to where it was before. Like a lot of RPGs, it gives you an opportunity to get it back so it can take it away from you again. I hate to be Danganronpa right now, but it is giving you a small bit of hope to make that sense of despair feel greater when they rip it away from you by dying again. It is no more punishing than most other RPGs. In fact, it's more forgiving, because your lost experience you have a chance of doing. The more you die, if you keep regaining experience, you're going to be getting more experience points in that area. You'll be at a higher level by the end of that area if you die more. Most RPGs are not like that. Die, you're dead. Reload your save. But because you can lose it, after you've lost it, can possibly regain it, and then lose it permanently again, makes it feel so much more drastic. The whole bold text coming up saying, "You died," like drives home the point of, guess what, fucker? You died even more. The stamina mechanic is something that makes it feel like it's just like, you're not free to do whatever you want. When you do an action, you have to know what you want to do. You can't, like, interrupt your animations by dodging out of them or running out of them or with new attacks. You do an action, you're committed to it. You have to know, like, it forces you to, like, think about the individual things that you have. And I'm not saying it's more cerebral thinker or anything like that. I am not saying that. What I am saying is that it makes it feel more punishing in that regard, because if you get hit by something, you know that it's something where it's just like, oh, to not do that, I had to not take the action that I took and let it be. It's where, like, it makes you feel like the initial action that you did of winding up that attack was the mistake, as opposed to, say, other games where you could, like, dodge cancel out of most of your attack animations of just, fuck, I didn't press the dodge button soon enough. Instead of being like, fuck, my reaction failed, it's, fuck, I made a wrong decision. It feels more punishing in that regard. The stamina makes you, like, consciously aware that you can't just go full on. You have, like, it's, like, by the mechanics of the game making you have to pay more conscious attention to the things that you're doing, because it locks you into it and everything, makes any mistake feel more punishing than in other games. Whether it actually makes it more difficult than other games or not, I think is kind of irrelevant to the discussion of when people talk about Dark Souls being so hard. Because, like, how much damage enemies can do and how much they can kick your ass and how hard it is to actually dodge enemy attacks and everything is a lot less in this game than a lot of other action-orientated games, even ones that came out before this. But because of the mechanics of it and the presentation of it, it feels way more punishing. And yes, there is also the argument of, in terms of games that have as big of a budget as this, produced by a company as big as this, that yes, it could be conceived harder than that. I don't know how much marketing Dark Souls got when it first came out, but like Demon Souls didn't get much because it didn't sell super well. Where Dark Souls sold a fair bit, becoming a hugely popular franchise with Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Bloodborne, and now we're getting Shadows Die Twice, Sekiro. Or change the other way around with that. So, like, clearly, like, this game sold well and compared to other games that sell as well as this game, and other games have the marketing budget and the development budget and everything of this game. I can understand it being harder than all of that. Unfortunately, yes, the difficulty of this game and its presentation of being punishing is a big part of what drives the elitism of the Dark Souls community. It is toxic as fuck. Of people just being like, it is one of the most good things ever, instead of giving actual responses. Oh, you think something's hard, that just means you suck. Despite a lot of those same people being like, fuck yeah, I beat this hard game Dark Souls, I must be awesome at video games. But then we'll shit on other people who do that. Like, I'm not necessarily saying that's the game's fault, and it seems to be way more of a Western mentality to act like that, because Westerners are often more assholes. I can blame Dark Souls 2 though, because Dark Souls 2, the beginning of that game, really drives home, oh, this is going to be a really difficult game, and it's just like, okay, fuck on it. But nothing about this game's story outside of the hollowing mechanic is that it's super difficult. Like, the hollowing mechanic is, once you've given up, your character hollows out and dies. And the game is trying to make you hollow out by defeating you enough to stop playing the game and give up because you can't beat it. But there's nothing specifically in the game that's just like, this is going to be hard and punishing, outside of just the world kind of sucks and it's hard and punishing. But that's for everyone here, even though a lot of the boss fights, like the bosses themselves, like live kind of awful lives and they've been fighting back against it for a long time. This game is not as hard as Bloodborne. This game is... It's hard for me to judge Dark Souls 3 because I haven't played as much Dark Souls 3 as the others. This game is not as hard as Bloodborne though. Like, it is not. I definitely don't think it's as hard as Bloodborne. But, like, it has that reputation of that. In terms of other aspects, level design, I will admit, this game connecting different areas to one another, it's the best, obviously. Like, Bloodborne has some aspects of connecting two different areas together with a shortcut. This game does do it the best, and yes, this game probably does have the best internal world out of all of them in terms of, hey, look, you can see those other areas, and they connect up, and, like, it makes sense in 3D space. And then you get to Dark Souls 2 and 3, and they're just like, we don't need to make it make sense in 3D space anymore, because the world's getting more fucked, and that's, like, the whole point of a lot of large parts of Dark Souls 3. So, like, they kind of get away with it by, like, not making areas make sense, because it doesn't have to make sense anymore, because of the state of the world. So, like, in terms of connecting different areas to one another, I will say that this is the best out of that. Like, the way Blighttown connects to New Londo, and New Londo connects to, like, the forest, and the way Undead Burg connects to, like, 4 different places, well, if you're including the Undead Parish. All that's really good, and it is the best. I feel like it has more areas that are completely separated than some of the others. Like, Anor Londo being separated's fine. It's a city of the gods. It's fucking meant to be completely separated. But, like, Tomb of the Giants, the, what's it called? Asylum ruins. Outside as being areas that don't really interestingly connect with anything else, except for Tomb of the Giants being connected to Ash Lake, which is a weird thing, and that being connected to Lost Islev just in the distance. Like, those areas just kind of feel distant to each other. In terms of the individual levels, in terms of, like, how well do the individual levels feel, Bloodborne's better. This game has a lot of really good areas. Undead Burg, Undead Parish, Anor Londo, Sen's Fortress. I could go as far to say Duke's Archives. I want to say Blighttown, but I also don't want to say Blighttown. There's a lot of levels in this that are really cool. Like, walking around them is interesting. Like, a lot of secrets discovered, hidden passageways, shortcuts to unlock, and everything like that. In terms of an individual level basis, I think Bloodborne does it a lot better. Bloodborne does a lot more, like, stuff with the environment and enemy layouts that make it a lot more interesting, I find. Where it's not frustrating, I think, like, the levels of shortcut, like, and how shortcuts connect to, like, progressing you through the level, without having to, like, put new bonfires down and everything. Well, in that case, lanterns. I think it's better in Bloodborne compared to this game. Things like that. Like, individual levels are better in Bloodborne, but the overall design of the world making sense together is way better in this. Like, I still stand by Central Yharnam is the best designed place out of all the games that I've played. Which sucks, because it's the first one in that. It also sucks, because it's basically the same thing in this one. In terms of, like, interconnectedness, the best part of the game is the Undead Bird and Undead Parish. because of how much they, like, lap in on themselves and connect to other areas. Now, it kind of makes sense in this game because those areas connect to everywhere else, because it's kind of the center of everything, because that's where Firelink Shrine is. Where in Bloodborne, Central Yharnam is so interconnected, and there's so many ways to do that. And Central Yharnam is a fucking amazing level. And then, it, like this game, kind of only gets worse from there in that regard. But Central Yharnam doesn't have as many interesting connections to other areas, so it loses out in that regard. The end half of this game, excluding the DLC, is kind of a slog. Like, New Londo isn't super interesting. Like, it's not necessarily bad, but it's not that interesting. Like, the level design and layout isn't super interesting for New Londo. Tomb of the Giants is eh. Like, I'd put it more towards the bad end of the scale than the good end of the scale. It's kind of uninteresting. It's just a bunch of grounds and a bunch of skeletons. The amount of different skeleton designs they have is fucking cool. Kind of uninteresting. Lost Islith is just atrocious and really bad, and clearly where they ran out of money. And even a lot of the boss fights towards the end of the game. Gravelord Nito is a bunch of ads with a really simple boss fight. Bed of Chaos is a gimmick fight. I don't know, over the top gimmick fight, but a gimmick fight nonetheless. Seath is cool, but also a bitch. Four Kings. Gimmick fight slash ad fight. Like my biggest criticism about this game is the jankiness. Like the rolls only being the way that they are. Like controlling some of the aspects of it, the collision geometry and everything is janky as fuck, and sometimes doesn't feel nice to play because of how janky it is. Something that there's definitely polished up a lot more on the later ones. But if I had to give my biggest criticism about this game outside of the controls, it would honestly be the boss fights. Which is upsetting, because the boss fights are the best parts of Bloodborne. Like, most boss fights in Bloodborne, I think of as being awesome boss fights. Varying degrees of awesome, but most of the fights in that game, I consider awesome fucking boss fights. This game has a handful of really cool ones, a couple alright ones, and a bunch of, like, mediocre to shit ones. Like, in the base game, you've got... I'm just trying to go through the areas. Like, what's the first, like, properly interesting boss in the game? Maybe Bell Gargoyles. Kind of interesting, because it's an ad fight, but it, like, feels like a fair ad fight. Then you go through there, and you're going, like, down into Blighttown. Nothing really there. Tit Spider's alright. Not super difficult, but Tit Spider's alright. Then you go to Sense Fortress, and again, like, I mean, Iron Golem's hard to check because it's darkest. But then you get to Anor Londo. Alternate Smoke, yes, is fucking absolutely top tier, and I'll definitely agree to that. Gwendolyn's alright. Seath is alright. He gets a low alright. He doesn't get a high alright. He gets a low alright. Boss fights for the DLC, fucking top tier. I don't know about my opinions on Manus, because Manus seems a bit too over the top to be fair and interesting, but fucking Calamite and Artorias are really good. Gwyn's alright. He gets a high alright. But, like, there's a lot of boss fights in this game where, like, the design of them, their movesets are just not super interesting. And there's a lot of them that are really heavily hindered by their arena. Taurus Demon mainly sucks because it's on a narrow bridge. Capra Demon's in a tiny fucking room with a staircase and 2 dogs. Like, there's a lot of boss fights that are uninteresting or mediocre or bad in this game. And it's upsetting that there's so many boss fights in this game that I just do not care about. And that would be my biggest criticism of the game. Like, do I think this game is good? Yes, obviously. I think it is a good game. Do I think it's a great game? Probably not. I don't think it's great. I can understand the context of when it came out, of not having Bloodborne Dark Souls 3 to compare it to. I can understand it, like, blowing people away. I think the people who started this game with this one then moved to, like, Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 and prefer those, and still prefer this one compared to those. I do think that might be a case of nostalgia blindness / it's the first one they played, so it's the one they enjoyed the most. Now, I'm aware I'm being kind of a hypocritical dick when I say that, because I'm saying that Bloodborne's my favorite. So I'm aware I'm a bit of a hypocrite when I say that. But I do think that Bloodborne is a better game than this. Actually, no, my first one that I played was Dark Souls 2, and I played it to Lost Sinner. And I don't care for that game at all. Like, I played up to Lost Sinner, I'm just like, I'm not interested in this game. At all. So I guess there's that. Like, it's not even necessarily that the game has aged badly in of itself. It's just the fact that I think its sequels have really, like, have outshined it in a lot of ways. Outshone it, whatever you want to say. I don't know. Like, this game is still good, and it's still worthwhile playing, and I still enjoyed playing through a lot of it, and progressing through the areas, and, like, finding out the tricks and everything like that is that. I don't know, I just... Like, the reputation that the game has, I don't think the game meets. And I'm aware that playing this, like, so many years after it came out can affect that, but, like, as a game with, like, amazing level design, amazing combat, amazing boss fights, hard, like, super hard, I don't think it earns those things as highly as what it is praised to be. Like, and I think by far the most overblown aspect of this game in terms of, like, how people perceive it is its difficulty. It is not the most difficult thing ever. It is a game that makes it feel like it is way more punishing than what it is because of its tone, presentation, and mechanics. Which, unfortunately, drives an elitist culture into it for a game series that is not the hardest shit ever. Like, Devil May Cry 3 is a harder game than this. I'm trying to think of whether I consider Devil May Cry 4 a harder game than this. Probably not, honestly. Devil May Cry 4 is not as, like, Devil May Cry 4 is nowhere near as hard as I'd like it to be. But Devil May Cry 3 is a way harder game than this, like, holy shit. And that game came out, like, on the fucking PS2. So, you know, there's that. Bayonetta, I think was before this. Bayonetta's a harder game than this. Shit, yeah, Bayonetta's a harder game than this. I don't know. Like, I'm glad I played through it, and I still think it's a good game. I just think its reputation is a bit overstated. That being said, I still really enjoyed it. And there's still some, like, really top-tier stuff in this game. Calamite is one of my favorite boss fights in the series. Like, Calamite overtakes a lot of ones in Bloodborne for me. Calamite, and part of that might be because of the slower gameplay, because of the way Calamite works and the way that's slower. It forces you to learn it way more than some of the ones in Bloodborne, but I don't know. I'm kind of rambling at this point. I really enjoyed this game. I'm glad that I played through it. I hope you all enjoyed watching me play through it, and listen to me ramble at the end about my thoughts on the game. But hey, that is Dark Souls defeated. That means I am top tier, best gamer for life ever, for defeating the hardest game ever, and I am fucking MLG Pro. Cue the music of Bass Canyon. Fucking let's go! Dark Souls channel, doing sick PvP and me being the best, the most skilled person ever. What? It's also weird that this game series generated that, considering the tone of the game. But I also totally understand why it generated that, because of the tone of the game. Because tonal whiplash is fun. Alright, well, I will see you all at some point. I make absolutely no promises to do Dark Souls 2. I don't care for that game from what I played of it, but hey, having played a bunch of others now, maybe I'll care for it more. I make no promises to do Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3 will happen at some point in the future, but given that Dark Souls 3 is Ashlyn's favorite game of all time, if I do that game, it's going to be with her, and we're still going to play through it together in our own time, plus she also lives in a different state. So if I'm going to do Dark Souls 3, it's going to be with her, and that's not something that's feasible at any point in the foreseeable future. So, like, don't expect other Dark Souls games happening soon. However, I will say, if you want to see me do Sekiro blind, let me know. Sekiro is the same as Devil May Cry 5. Both coming out in March, both feature someone who lost their arm, gained a new arm ability for that. That makes them more powerful and more stronger than before, and requires a lot of high, intense character action-esque gameplay of a very difficult game, that are both coming to the PS4 that I'm buying a PS4 Pro for. They are both also similar in the regard of, I want to blind LP them, but I also don't know if I want to. If you want to see me blind LP Sekiro, let me know in numbers. Because, same with Devil May Cry 5, Those are games I'll enjoy LPing, and I'll enjoy also a lot playing on my own. I might enjoy playing them more on my own. I don't even know, because brand new games, high difficulty, they might just be me beating my head against a wall. I don't know. I don't know if I'd enjoy Bloodborne if I played that blind on the channel. I might have, I might not have. I don't know. Bloodborne's a game that I beat my head against the wall to beat a lot more than this one was. But I'm like, I want to do Sekiro, but I also don't want to do Sekiro because of like because Sekiro looks like it's going to be one of the hardest ones. If you want to see Sekiro, let me know, and let me know in numbers, because if enough people show interest in it, I will do Sekiro. If not, it's going to be a game I play on my own. And same with Devil May Cry 5. So, if you want to see more FromSoft's content, there's that. Also, there will be Bloodborne at some point, but again, no promises that that is soon. So, hey, I'll see you on whatever the next difficult game that we play is. And actually maybe Kingdom Hearts 3, depending on how tough that game gets. So, until whatever's next, this is version 2, signing out.